Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Sachin here, and in this video, I would like to speak something about how do I connect the knowledge that I gain. See, the basic thing that I do every time is like I might start to read a topic, and I would jump from that topic to another topic if it seems to be more relatable to one another thing. The thing about me is going into a depth of any topic is not a thing at all for me for most period of time. But I think it's all about going to the depth of some subject and mastering it and finding it do something significant in that. But I think for me it never happened like that way. But I try to go to the depth of any subject that I want to do. But the thing about what I do is the good thing about what I do is like I find a connection and patterns between various subjects, and I try to link subjects over one subject over another. For example, in the last video that I have developed a new interest on cognitive science and neuroscience, but where does this interest came from? What is the question and how it all happened? And like this is the thing just because of the thing. I've studied electrical engineering, and I've understood a little bit of electrical engineering to some extent, and I know some of the subject that what it all has and what is why it has it and what is the application of those subjects and how does it all carried out over the one application or another. But that helped me to understand the basis of cognitive science and neuroscience, or what how those things are getting related to this particular subject. And in case of electrical engineering, we'll be studying like I have studied various subjects, and one of which is like it's signals and systems and things like that. So signals in brain, it's all about electrical signals that is passing through the neurons, and every time they electrified, and the brain works out of the electrical uh, networks that has been created out of neural networks. And the stimulation that happens due to electricity that in the brain is it's signals. So somewhere, not in just sense of semiconductors and electronics, there needs to be signals, and signals needs to be processed, and all sort of things are there. But even in the human body, human mind, it is the same process. How do these brain signals are getting processed? What kind of processing signals, signal processing is getting, and all sort of things are pretty much interesting for me to think about. And not just that, but in brain also there are circuits, not in the sense of electrical circuits and things like that that I've been studied, but in brain there are circuits which are biological circuits, and that has something to do with the electricity that is passing in the brain. And somehow these things are having some patterns and connection in between. Thing about various subject and various things that are related are like we can bend the rules, at least not the theory, but we can bend certain aspects of the concepts that we do know and learn, and apply to some other aspects of whatever the other subject that we have to do. This is really a pretty much interesting stuff, and I feel like even mathematics is involved in neuroscience, and it's basically in case of computational neuroscience we just do coding and stuffs, and not just that, and we can integrate mathematics lays the foundation for computational neuroscience, and all sort of things are interesting. The thing about what I want to do is I just want to find patterns, and I just want to see the things that makes these concepts more relevant to the day-to-day life. Probably calculus, we can, if you consider calculus, it's not seen in everyday life. But if you study it and if you could see the wisdom of calculus, or if you could see the philosophical aspects of calculus and the things like that, you could find some poetical way of understanding things, and we could start to see some poetical way of looking at things because of calculus and things like that. Because it's all about analysis and synthesis in calculus, and it's all about signals and functions and all sort of things. Functions are nothing but if you have like a two set or codomain and codomain, it's just a mapping between one variable to another variable or one set to another set. It can have multiple variables and things like that, but that is a very basic definition for function and things like that. But this somehow makes a lot of sense for me if you find to understand and apply it to various fields out there. For me, since I've studied electrical engineering, it's somewhat I could understand the linear algebra part of mathematics, and I could understand the calculus part, and I could understand some numerical analysis. I could understand some probability and statistics and all sort of things are there. But when it comes to neuroscience and cognitive science, it's all about where does these things are getting related. I don't know. For now, I just don't know, and that's nothing wrong in that. And I could find some patterns out of it, and I can make a huge amount of leap in understanding and getting finding patterns in it. And these are social science kind of subject. Cognitive science is a blend, as I said in the last video, of in psychology, neuroscience, and also of anthropology, and also of computer science and whatnot. What I just left, I left linguistics. So it is a blend of all these subjects, and these are more fascinating for me.